Your 40s are often described as the make-or-break decade of adult life, and for good reason. By this stage, the decisions you've made in your 20s and 30s begin to compound into real, visible outcomes. Financial habits solidify, career paths either stabilize or stagnate, health patterns become harder to reverse, and family responsibilities reach their peak. It is no longer a phase of experimentation, it's a phase of consequences. What makes this decade especially critical is that it sits at the intersection of time and opportunity. You still have enough time to correct course, but not enough to waste it. The actions you take during these years will largely determine whether your later life feels secure and comfortable or filled with ongoing stress and uncertainty. Today we will talk about why your 40s. Decide whether you'll be comfortable or stressed forever. So, before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. The power of financial compounding. One of the biggest reasons your 40s matter so much is financial compounding. If you've been saving and investing even modestly in earlier decades, your money begins to grow more noticeably in your 40s. However, if you've delayed saving, this is the moment when that delay becomes painfully clear. Retirement is no longer an abstract concept, it's a real, approaching phase of life. You might have 20-25 working years left, and what you do with your income now has an outsized impact. Increasing your savings rate, eliminating debt, and investing wisely during this decade can drastically change your future. On the other hand, continuing poor financial habits, overspending, ignoring retirement accounts, or relying on credit can lock you into a cycle that's hard to escape. Career growth or career stagnation. Career trajectory becomes more defined in your 40s. By now, you've accumulated experience, skills, and professional networks. Ideally, this leads to higher income, more stability, and leadership opportunities. However, this is also the stage where career stagnation can set in if you're not actively evolving. Technology changes, industries shift, and younger professionals bring new energy and skills. If you stop learning or adapting, you risk falling behind. Investing in continuous education, building new competencies, and staying relevant in your field are essential moves during this decade. A well-positioned career in your 40s can lead to your highest earning years in your 50s, while a stagnant one can limit your financial growth permanently. Health, the silent determinant of your future. Health is another area where your 40s quietly determine your future quality of life. In your younger years, your body is more forgiving. You can recover quickly from poor habits like lack of sleep, unhealthy eating, or inactivity. But in your 40s, the long-term effects of those habits begin to show. Weight gain, reduced energy, chronic conditions, and stress-related illnesses become more common. This is the decade where prevention matters more than ever. Regular exercise, balanced nutrition, routine health checkups, and stress management are no longer optional. They are investments in your future independence and comfort. Ignoring health now often leads to higher medical costs and reduced quality of life later. The pressure of the sandwich generation. Another defining aspect of your 40s is the sandwich generation pressure. Many people find themselves simultaneously supporting their children and their aging parents. This dual responsibility can create emotional and financial strain. College expenses, childcare, and elder care can all converge, stretching your resources thin. Planning ahead becomes essential, setting boundaries, budgeting effectively, and having open conversations with family members about expectations. Without proper planning, this phase can feel overwhelming, but with structure and foresight, it can be managed in a way that preserves both your finances and your mental well-being. Debt, the barrier to financial freedom. Debt management plays a crucial role during this period. Ideally, your 40s should be focused on reducing and eliminating high-interest debt. Carrying large balances on credit cards, personal loans, or even an oversized mortgage can significantly hinder your ability to save for the future. This is the time to prioritize financial discipline, paying down liabilities aggressively while avoiding unnecessary new debt. Every dollar that goes toward interest is a dollar that could have been invested in your future. Becoming debt-free, or at least significantly reducing your debt burden, can create a sense of freedom and stability that carries into your later years. shifting from short-term thinking to long-term vision. Your mindset around money and life evolves during this decade. In your 20s and 30s, it's easy to think in short-term terms: salary increases, lifestyle upgrades, and immediate gratification. But your 40s require a shift toward long-term thinking. Questions like, what kind of life do I want at 60? Or how much do I need to retire comfortably? Become more urgent. This shift in perspective can be empowering if you embrace it. It allows you to make intentional choices, cutting unnecessary expenses, prioritizing meaningful goals, and aligning your actions with your future vision. Without this shift, it's easy to drift into a lifestyle that feels comfortable now but unsustainable later. Understanding Social Security and retirement planning. Social Security and retirement planning become more tangible in your 40s. While retirement might still be years away, this is the time to understand how such systems work and what you can realistically expect. Relying solely on government benefits is rarely enough for a comfortable retirement. Instead, it should be viewed as one component of a broader strategy that includes personal savings, investments, and possibly pensions. Understanding how your contributions, retirement age, and income history affect your future. Benefits can help you plan more effectively. This awareness allows you to fill gaps proactively rather than reacting too late. Relationships and emotional well-being. Relationships and personal fulfillment take on new importance during your 40s. This decade often brings a deeper understanding of what truly matters: family, friendships, purpose, and personal growth. However, it can also be a time of reflection and, for some, regret. People may question past decisions or feel pressure to achieve more. This is why emotional well-being is just as important as financial stability. Investing time in meaningful relationships, pursuing hobbies, and maintaining a sense of purpose can greatly influence your overall life satisfaction. A balanced life in your 40s sets the tone for a fulfilling future. Risk management and financial protection. Another critical factor is risk management. In your younger years, taking risks, whether financial or career-related, can be beneficial because you have time to recover. In your 40s, the approach to risk should become more calculated. This doesn't mean avoiding risk entirely, but rather being strategic about it. Diversifying investments, having an emergency fund, maintaining adequate insurance coverage, and protecting your income become essential. These measures act as safeguards, ensuring that unexpected events don't derail your progress. Time, your most valuable asset. Time becomes your most valuable asset in your 40s. Unlike money, time cannot be regained. Every year counts more because the window for compounding, whether in finances, health, or skills, is narrowing. This realization can be motivating if you use it wisely. Prioritizing high-impact actions, eliminating distractions, and focusing on what truly matters can create significant positive change. Procrastination, on the other hand, becomes increasingly costly. Delaying important decisions, whether it's saving more, changing careers, or improving health, can lead to long-term consequences that are difficult to reverse. The trap of lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation is another hidden challenge during this decade. As income increases, it's tempting to upgrade your lifestyle. Bigger homes, better cars, more luxury. While there's nothing wrong with enjoying your success, unchecked lifestyle inflation can prevent you from building real wealth. The key is balance, allowing yourself to enjoy life while maintaining a strong savings and investment strategy. If you liked this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.